Hi, hello, good morning, everyone. My today's guest has a wealth of experience and expertise in the field of bioinformatics, artificial intelligence, and scientific research. Her passion for making science accessible and beneficial to all is truly inspiring. She's the CEO of a company, a YouTuber, and she's making a significant impact in both the regions. Welcome, Chikoo. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for those warm words. I'm deeply honored to be in your channel. And I am touched that you reached out to me. And just talking about myself, I am Chikoo. I have my PhD in bioinformatics, and I'm currently working as a CEO in Centurions Bio.AI. So, yeah, I hope to impart some ideas and insights into how we can make science and faith also accessible to all.
Wow, that's quite interesting. So, Chiku, if you were to introduce yourself, just imagine, you're not meeting me now, you're meeting me 5 years down the line on Dhwani only. How would have you introduced yourself?
Well, that is a very interesting question, first of all. Thanks, Pooja. Well, if 5 years down the lane, I want to make science and research and health accessible to all. I mean, it's like most of the patients suffer because of lack of technology and because of lack of access to the health. So if I had the power to do so, and 5 years down the lane, if God willing, I be able to do so, I want to make and give the best health possible, best health technology possible to everybody and guide them in the right direction. So I think Centurions Bio.AI is doing that, trying to come up with innovative solutions that can help mankind. And I also hope to be a successful influencer where I get to talk about my faith and science both go hand in hand. So where you have a grip on faith and being practical with science. So both I want to combine together. So that's
Well,
about it.
then I'll definitely recommend everyone to follow your channel, and see how you are doing it. So they're going to enjoy your videos for sure.
Thank you so much.
So you were doing your PhD, and so what prompted you to become an entrepreneur? Why did you choose to go the usual path, I would say?
Well, I can say that bioinformatics is a very niche subject in India, and now it's just catching up abroad. So, and I found it, to be honest, I found it like very, what to say, it's little niche, and not many have the idea of what exactly it is. So then I took my BTech, MTech, PhD in bioinformatics, and I didn't want to let it go waste. So I was like thinking, okay, let's bring it out exactly what it is. So using IT and artificial intelligence to solve biological problems, it's very fascinating. So I thought that, why don't we get down this lane? And to say that an interesting story is that initially I didn't want to get into entrepreneurship. I wanted to work in a job, a high paying job, but, life changed. And a long time back, my PhD guide predicted, she was like, Chikoo, I have a prophecy about you. You're going to be an entrepreneur. I was like, no, I want to work. But that happened. So her name is Dr. Janet Vanilla, and I became an entrepreneur. And to say merely by accident and certain life situations, but I wanted to work. But now, since I have come into this, it is very fulfilling. And I encourage much more women and even men to take up entrepreneurial journey so that, you can create jobs more and you can also follow your passion.
So I think you are thankful to her, right? If she had
Yeah.
not predicted, maybe
Yeah.
you would have not thought about it.
I wouldn't have not thought about it. Yeah.
So, besides your guide, who all have supported you in this particular journey? Because any journey is never taken alone. You have people to support you. So, who are your moral supporters?
Well, it would be my immediate family members. Then they have helped me because I'm a person who feels let down very easily. When a circumstance comes, I go into a deep hole. But sometimes I come up on my own. But if the situation is very grave, I need people to lift me up. So my immediate family members has helped me a lot, and also I can say a lot of motivational messages also like to I've seen entrepreneurs like who's coming up. So I thought that I started following them also, and this led to a new start.
Well, thanks then, because you are inspiring more and more people. There are many people who have a lot of ideas, who have innovations, who have a passion, but they are quite afraid of taking that leap. right? They don't want to get into it. So I think though you have agreed to it and you said that, motivation is something which is very crucial and you need support. So thanks for mentioning it. But then I would still like to know, what role do you think motivation plays in an entrepreneurial journey besides having a good idea and having a good team?
I think that is the only role it plays, because entrepreneurship is all about failures and here and there success. That's entrepreneurship. Lot of failures. So to rise up from that, you need a hell lot of motivation. I can say you need to be driven, and you need to forget your past and people's opinions also. You have got to let go of people's opinions about you, and you have to be motivated. You people may say that, Chikoo, or it has happened to me, Chikoo, I don't think so. It's not going to work out. But the thing is that I have started this company without many of them knowing. My immediate family members also. I mean, then I told them, after I went into it, they were like, okay. So sometimes you have to be motivated and believe in your own idea, and then the world will eventually believe in yourself. So I think that's so motivation. You have to motivate yourself. There's nobody else going to do that for you.
So you have to draw the motivation from yourself, right?
And from a higher power. So I do take a lot of help from a higher power. So that's my other source, and a lot of guidance from my circle.
So tell us about your current and future plans. How do you plan to take your company ahead, and what you're doing right now, and how do you plan to move ahead?
Well, first of all, I would love to be systematic in whatever I do, and keep goals that is achievable, that is achievable. Sometimes if some unrealistic goals, sometimes that's not going to happen. So then I want to keep realistic goals, understand my weaknesses, and also while achieving the goals, touch, especially Centurions Bio.AI, I hope to make health and research accessible to all. But apart from that, I hope to be much more of a better person in terms of mentally, physically, spiritually, all of that I hope to be. That is, so I hope, so to answer your question, I hope to take Centurions Bio.AI to another level, and also to grow as a person and embrace life as it comes. So that's what.
Shiku, I'm very curious to know, are you a morning person or a late night owl who works
I
in the
am.
night?
I cannot stay in the night. I am a morning person. So I do wake up around 4. So I am a morning person, and I before starting my day, I have a set of things I do. Otherwise, if the day goes for a toss.
So would you like to share any tips for the aspiring entrepreneurs, especially those who are coming out of research, who have always been into research, into science? Any tips for them?
Well, learn as much as possible. Keep distractions to a limit, because after a certain point, if you embrace distractions a lot, you become distracted. So keep your goal always in front of your eyes. Write them down, and just pray over it and work for it. It'll all happen. And and whoever wants to embrace entrepreneurship, don't be afraid to fail. Just don't be afraid to fail, and don't worry about other people's opinions.
So that is a great take home message. Don't be afraid of failures. Try at least, don't regret that you did not try. So thanks, Chiku. It was really interesting having you with me, having this conversation full of motivation and tips for the entrepreneurs. And I hope everybody found it useful. Thank you so much and all the very best with your venture. And I hope to have you back after 5 years.
Thank you. Thank you, Pooja. Honored to be here. Thank you so much.